body, baby, show me.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the video. As you can tell, it's a really nice day out in Georgia today. The Equinox is blocking the truck right now because her garage opener stopped working. So yeah, so I opened the door from inside. Obviously, I didn't use her garage opener because it doesn't work. But anyway, today's video is something I've been hyping up for this channel for almost 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And these two giant boxes in front of me might give them away. I've been hyping this up since 2017, I believe. And I did it in the Project Explorer series. I believe it was one of the early episodes where I said, oh, I kind of want to get racing seats for the truck. And well, after almost 2 years plus of waiting, I finally did it. Say hello to the new racing seats in my 03 Explorer Sport Track. So I don't have a lot of time to film this because I had yard work to do this afternoon, so I can't spend too much time filming today, but these are them. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna unbox them. I'm gonna move the tripod down while I'm tearing the boxes apart and we can actually do a proper video. All right, guys, so got the setup here done. Some random car was sitting outside the house for some reason, just like typing in numbers on her phone, so I have to keep an eye on that. Fun. This neighborhood is always very super big on surveying everyone, so. Or doing surveillance work, I feel like would be a better way to put it, but yeah, it's stupid. But anyway, today we're here to unbox the new seats. So I get my trusty house key out because again, the truck is push button now, so I can use the truck key. So I'm very anxious for this because again, this is a mod I've been waiting for 2 years that I'm just now doing. Yeah, I guess without further ado, let's tear into this box. Oh gosh. Did not mean to do that. Oops, didn't mean to set it down so hard. Didn't get access to the reclining thing here, try to set it up right. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright, so now I can set this one up right. We'll put this one off to the side and I'll reveal how they look. And then you guys can kind of see them as they sit. Once I get the other one out of the packaging. So, not this back up. The seat rails should be in here. This thing is supposed to come with sliders. Unless it's in the other box. Which I would not be terribly surprised if they did that. So you see them. So this is a lot harder to tear apart. Because there's just a bar. So I'll put this off to the side as well. Hardware next. Put that down there. Make sure I'm not missing anything out there. It doesn't appear so. How we do things here? Just toss everything to the side. So we got one seat out. It's time to do the other one. Get the other one out of here. Then, like I said, I'll move the camera and give you guys a proper look at everything unpackaged. So, I don't know if you guys can actually see the seats or not, but what I'm going to do now is move the tripod back up, and I'm going to unbox these seats individually from the wrapping, and we'll get a look at these seats completely unpackaged. Let's do that. Alright guys, so I've got the tripod set back up. These are the seats and their plastic wrapping. I think there's only one thing left to do before I can show you guys these seats completely done. That's to take the wrapping off. So that's exactly what we're going to do now. And this one is already pretty much torn apart from where I was trying to get to the recline. I'm gonna put my foot behind it so I don't try to fall all the way off. Oh my gosh, dude, this is fantastic. Some crud on it, plastic, but smile. Blasted that out. Man, look at that. So this is one of the seats. This is my new carbon fiber trim bucket seats. These are based off of the Recaros. I wanted to get this kind of seat because I don't want to have a board racer look. I want it to look very, very competition based, but not board racer. I wanted something that was very mirrored of the Recaros out of the Mustang or the competition Corvette seats. And this was kind of like right in the middle. It has the carbon trim like you would find in a competition Corvette seat, but the styling of the Recaros you would find in the Mustang. And wow, I just can't get over how this looks. It's leather with a carbon pattern leather on the back side and on the side bolstering. It's very aggressive bolstering, which has me a little bit worried because, as you guys can tell, while I'm not necessarily obese, I'm a little bit bigger of a guy, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to fit. And I'm willing to bet these are probably like somewhat adjustable in some way maybe. But these seats look great. There's a couple complaints I have. There's a couple of fraying on the seam here. I'm assuming from where it was rubbed around during transport and all that. And I'm not too butthurt about that. It's got a similar, no, not really, that's just crud. But I'm not too butthurt. It's just one small blemish on these seats. On this seat particularly. This was out of the one that was the box that was heavily damaged, so don't be surprised if that came from the damaged box. So, looks great. I guess let's go ahead and unpackage the other one since we're just completely leaving this one out of the dark. So I'm gonna tear it from the top this time. That thing makes my job just that much easier, and I can just kind of go down from that side bolstering. So, like I said, it's very hot, so I'm trying not to sweat over my brand new seats, but kind of one of those things you probably can't really avoid too much from how hot it is here. And the fact that I'm like always like super hydrated. This one's got a similar little mark, but it's not bad. So, all in all, I'm pretty happy so far. And it's on my shoe. That's not good. I don't like not wearing shoes. Gosh, that's on tight. These are them. This is the mod I've been waiting to do to my truck for a very long time. And you're probably wondering to yourself, Jordan, how do you plan on getting these into the truck? Well, that's something I got to do now. Is Wedge, the company that makes the brackets for the Explorers, they make them for the 9201, which is a similar bolt pattern to what the Sport Track used. I believe the exact ones, it's the exact same brackets that Josh used on his Sport Track when he had that. Rip Josh's Sport Track, and I'm going to use them for these. And the problem is they don't necessarily do eBay seats as well as they do Recaros and Corvos. If you tell them the model number of a Recaro or Corvo, they can quickly make a bracket and send it to you. But since these are not technically Recaros or Corvos, even though Hunter and Josh was telling me, these use a very similar bolt pattern to the Recaros. Most eBay seats do on the seat rails. So theoretically it wouldn't be too much of a problem, but they just told me just to make sure I got the right fitment. They want me to measure the bolt pattern, and that way I can get brackets that fit the first try. But yeah, I'm so happy with these. They look fantastic. So yeah, I guess that wraps up today's video, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content coming soon with these new carbon seats. I can't wait to install them. That's going to be fantastic. I guess there's only one thing left to do, really, and that's to sit in them and see how well I fit. Because, like I said, I'm not necessarily small, but I'm not big either. So I'm going to go ahead and move this in front of the metal chair here to make sure the camera angle is good enough to actually catch this. I'm going to take my keys in my pocket, obviously. So, time to do the first sit test of my new carbon seats. So I have to get in it funny. Oh yeah, it's a bit tight around my ribs, but that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted a tight fitting seat. I'm pretty sure I can break these in and they'll be fine. But Yeah, these are rather tight, for sure. Not the biggest deal, but because I tend to sit more. Oh yeah, that's better now. I just leaned up a little bit. That's a lot more comfortable. But yeah, I can't really use these as like racing harness seats because my shoulder's a little bit too tall for the harness holes. But you know, I don't plan on running the harness in this anyway in my truck anyway. I just wanted more aggressive seats, and these do the job quite well. So I'm pretty happy. They are reclining, which is nice because the reclining mechanism on my truck seats are broken. Those will be up for sale. So once I get those pulled out, if anyone has a Gen 1 Sport Track and wants to have, for whatever reason, my seats in them, I'll let you guys know when they're ready up for grabs. They're the gray cloth seats. So that's part of the reason why I upgraded to these, just because of the leather. So yeah. Well, that said, guys, if you guys like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content coming soon with the new carbon seats to get them installed. I'm going to go ahead and watch the tutorial over, measure these off camera, and go ahead and get my orders set up on Wedge to get them shipped soon, ASAP, so I can get my seats installed in the truck ASAP. Because that's one thing I really hated. I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to go through all this so I could get the brackets here ASAP and have these in the truck right now, instead of this being an unboxing, this being an install. But it's just how things go sometimes. So I love these seats. They're really nice and comfortable. Like, they're a lot more comfortable than I thought they would be because they're very aggressive bolstering, like race seats. So I expected this to be like, this doesn't feel good. This is gonna not feel right in the car. But it's very plushy. It's very nice and comfortable to sit in. So not even worried about it. So yeah, like I said, the bolstering's rather aggressive, but with how I drive, and one of it will be different once I actually have the seats in the truck. And plus, this is a little bit more aggressive than my actual seating position in the car. So, or aggressive forward, I should say. Which is why I didn't sit in this one, because this one's like leaned like super far forward, and it would probably hurt me to sit in there right now, because I've been having back problems this week. But anyway, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys are as excited as I am to have these in the truck. Very soon I'll do the install video on that. It's a very simple install because my trucks are completely manual. My truck seats are completely manual. There's no power, pretty much anything on that truck. I don't have power mirrors, but it's just 4 bolts and just bending the seats in there. But all that said, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time. Have a good day, everyone.